Guys, good afternoon, good day, wherever you're watching this video from. As you already know, this is Abiola right here on the Traders Journey, and today we'll be discussing a very important topic, just like one of the previous videos I've made on liquidity. But today we'll be discussing about inducement and how to literally understand this liquidity in a more simpler way, how to spot inducements on the charts, and how to escape these big players stopping you out of your trade while they go in your direction. So please at the end of this video, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe and click the like button. Alright, so after that being said, let's dive right into the video. What is inducement? What is inducement? You need to understand what this inducement is all about. Inducement is the process by which big players they make you or a lot of other traders who don't understand what inducement is, they try to trick traders in a particular direction. Then they come take their stop loss, then start moving in that particular direction. Like, inducement is more of it's something that you can also call liquidity. It's just that this liquidity is used to trick people into taking a position at a particular zone, and then they take their stops, then start moving in that same direction. So if you are looking for liquidity in the market, this zone here is liquidity zone, this zone here is liquidity zone. All these places, they are all liquidity levels. This zone here is liquidity level, this zone here, all these places are all liquidity. All these places that market makes change in direction, they are all liquidity. Because a lot of people, let's take for instance here, a lot of people take the sell order here, and their stop loss is right above this level, in this psychological level of 991,100 or 991,16. So those levels, that's where their own stops is. That means once they take them out, their money will be transferred to another person who have a bigger capacity to contain that position, right there. So look what happened here. Market was still gonna come to this demand level, but unfortunately market literally took out these people who sell here, and then from this candle, and then drop below, and even drop to this level, then drop to this level. Do you get? So this process is all liquidity grab. Let's go to inducement. And as we said, inducement is big players mark people to take a particular position in a level, and then coming back to take their stops and reverse in their direction. So let's say you want to take a buy, then market go and take your stop loss. After you take your buy, they now reverse and continue to move to your buy direction. So that is inducement. Now, how do you spot inducement on a chart? Let me use a graphical illustration for you. So let's say, for example, you are the type that trade let's say breaker block. So you saw a market move this way, then you saw this, so you saw something like this, market come, then come back to this breaker block, then reverse to the downside. So since you are the type that take breaker block, this zone here is an inducement, because the liquidity was grabbed. A lot of people take a sell order there, a lot of people take a buy order here. This is inducement. A lot of people take a buy order here, a lot of people take a buy order here, a lot of people take a sell order here. Whereas market came down, respected them a bit, did not want their TP, but yet come back and take them out by coming to this level, then dumping hard. So because of the strategy I take, I'll just use an illustration, a chart illustration for you. Now take a close look at this zone here. Now, based on our strategy, if you know the strategy I trade stop ons. After stop ons, like liquidity has been taken, then a break of structure, I expect market to come back to that level. The more inducement I get before markets come back to that level, the more probability the trade has. So because of that, let me show you on the charts how the strategy actually works. Now I recognize this zone because this is a high here, this is a low, then this high was taken out, the market came to this level. All of a sudden, through a reversing signal here, the market came and take out this high. Market come, take out this high with a wick, then created a break of structure. A lot of sellers are still in control of the market. So since a lot of sellers are still in control of the market, even though market is already like is leaving us behind, but we've already recognized our pattern, then we just have to wait for it. Now, after this stop hunt, or after taking out this high, market created a low with a very good momentum. You can see the candle. The candle is very nice, very nice to the downside. Now, watch what happened. The market came up here to create this inducement. Market created this inducement, created a break of structure again, created a break of structure again. Then market came back to that particular zone and reversed to give us our TP. So what did we see here is that so I'm coming, your stop loss will be right above the stop hunt level. The stop hunt level. One thing about me is that I always make sure I target 5 risk to reward ratio. There's no matter what is going to happen, whether it's going to take me out prematurely or maturely, I'm going to target 5 risk to reward ratio. Because why not, when I know that the system can literally give me 5 risk to reward ratio. Now this zone here is inducement, this zone here is inducement, this zone here is inducement. If you check, if you see it very well, market didn't break this structure here, market didn't close below it, market came back up, then came down, right? Did not even take out this high, so all these zones here are all inducements, right? The market tap to this entry and continue the movement to the downside, which makes the trade a very high probability trade, So now let me give a very big overall strategy that I use this strategy to catch this trade here. There's what they call engineered liquidity, but I want you to subscribe to this YouTube channel so that when I drop a video on engineered liquidity, you're going to get a notification. Make sure you click the notification bell, turn it on. So this is what they call engineered liquidity, but I'm going to explain later. Right now on BTC, I'm expecting that once market gets to this level, we should see a sell. A fresh sell will happen because market did something phenomenal right here. It's created a break of structure. It's created a break of structure to the downside and closed here and closed below that level. Then came up here to take out this high, and dump instantly and create another break of structure, massive break of structure. So because of that, I expect that when market gets to this level, it's going to dump again. And once it respects this zone and it's trying to dump again, that means we're expecting it lower than the previous low that it created. So, but this particular trade was taken because I saw this engineered liquidity, I saw all this liquidity here, and I saw the way this candle right here, this high right here, took out this high, then created a new low. So when I spotted that this created a new low, then I discovered that okay, this here is inducement level, this here is inducement level for us to be able to enter this particular trade. So when I saw it, I waited for a push down, then I entered at FEG level. Yes. So the trade went well. You can see the way it poured down, but the thing is that the target is always 5 risk to reward ratio, right? So that is basically what inducement is all about. Inducement is when traders, big players, they know that they are going to buy, but the amount of liquidity that is present in the market is not sufficient, the order is not sufficient, then they trick people to buy. When they come, take out their stop loss, ignite their stop order to get more buy positions, then they take it up. How do you know that something is inducement? Right here, you can see all these places here are all the places where liquidity lies. These zones are where liquidity lies. So these liquidities will be taken. It's also like inducement as well. It's also like inducement. It's just that a lot of people have taken profit over. There are still some traders. There are still some traders who will force their way that okay, they don't want to take profit now. They don't want to take profit now. The market will come here and take out their stops, then reverse in their direction. That's inducement for you. And big players, they make use of that. And also, let me give this advice. When you are trading inducements, order block, all those things, always make sure that you are trading alongside the trend of the market. This trade I took here, I took it because I literally spot a trend. I discovered that BTC is literally on a downtrend right now. So when I saw that BTC was in a downtrend, it added to my confluence, because the trend is actually a higher time frame trend. It's not a lower time frame trend. This movement from this zone here to this zone here is a trend, but you can only see it clearly on lower time frame. So because it's a trend, I believed it because it's higher time frame trend. So when I saw the trend here, then I took the position. After FEG, I took it on FEG. There's a change of character, there's FEG formation, so the trade was literally very high probability. There's what they call AA. When you see them, you know. So let's go. So always make sure you trade alongside the trend. So if you are trading a breakout block with inducement, make sure it is alongside the trend. Now, I made mention of valid order block. Valid pullbacks and invalid pullbacks. Any pullback that doesn't pull into 50% of the high is not a valid pullback. So I have illustration here, right? So you can easily identify inducement. Okay. Let me use uptrend. Okay, so market creates a high, then make a pullback to like this zone here, then created another high. Alright, so a lot of people would think, remember this is the low, this is a high. A lot of people will call this the high, the low, but yet it is not the low. It's just the market's pullbacks and then continue its movements, but it's not a valid pullback. A valid pullback is known when this high is formed, then this pullback has to reverse to about 50% of the high of the impulse move. Let me call it that way, of the impulse move, before you can call it a valid pullback. Now let's say you put your Fibonacci retracement, then the thing did not, you put it from the low to the point where the market reversed, and then you put it, then the thing did not enter the zone here, did not enter this 0.5, there is not a valid one. And if it is not valid, it literally means that market is literally creating inducement. It means the market is creating inducements. Market is going to come back to that level to take out the low, and then create the original pullback, then starts moving to create a higher high. So let me check the charts if I can get. Well, first we need to identify a trend. Okay. Okay, so I'm supposed to be in this BTC sell right now because I've analyzed it, and it's going to be a great sell. You can see it's break of structure to this side. You can see inducement here. Then you can see engineered liquidity here. This engineered liquidity, you can see a low. This is a protected low, a protected high, lower high right now. This is a protected lower high. And market is, if you go to smaller time frame, you see that market has already created a change of character. So after seeing the change of character, you wait for your confirmation, and this market is refusing to break this zone here. And for market to refuse to break that zone, the closing of this candle, probably market is going to keep tanking down from there. So let me use this as illustration now. This is a high, a lower high, then this lower low, then this lower high, then this lower low. how do we know if this one now is a valid pullback, which we can call it a lower low and not inducement? And that's why you take your Fibonacci, you put it on the high, then you take it to the low. If it does not retrace into this 0.5 line, it is not a valid pullback. It is merely inducement in disguise. So you can literally see what market is doing. So after this inducement, market take out this high, created some engineered liquidity. A lot of people that also buy here, they will also be induced. They will take a buy here too. They'll take a buy here. They're also induced. So a lot of things are happening in this market, and you have to know how to guide yourself, guide your money, so that you make different kind of decision. That's the importance of inducement, identifying a valid pullback from invalid pullback. Now let's go and look for a valid pullback. This zone here is a valid pullback. You can put your fib retracement from here, then you put it to this zone. You can see that it's entering into the 50 is 0.5. this thing is not is a valid pullback. This is a lower high, this is a lower low. This lower low is validated when you see this pullback complete. Then you can be anticipating a break of structure to the downside. Now this one created a complete pullback, but this zone here is not a complete pullback. Now if you want to now say, okay, BTC is now changing from a selling market to a buying market, maybe we can see a temporary buy for the moment. And then this market that is moving up is not targeting this low, it's targeting this, it's not targeting this high, because this inducement is targeting this high. If market can break this place, then we can see there's a change of character. Once market break this place and there's a retracement to that level, if you observe the candlestick movement, then you can take your buy position. That will make it a high probability setup. You put your stop loss in the recent low, then you target your whatever that you want to target. But always know that there is a temporary buy. I mean, it's buy for the moment, because market is still in the overall selling pressure. Okay, that being said, okay, we've been able to identify a valid pullback and invalid pullback. Now always take your Fibonacci retracement, put it on the low or the high, then move it to the recent high before that pullback. Once that pullback cannot enter into 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, then it means that zone, that pullback is not valid, it's mere inducement. You have to take caution when you are trading that kind of zone to be your low or to be your high, so that you won't be taken out unaware. Okay, so I think we've done well. We've done justice to what inducement is and liquidity, all those things. So as I said before, liquidity is the grabbing of money. It's grabbing of money from the market. So anywhere that it's very easy for market to grab money, that's where liquidity is. Like here is liquidity, here is liquidity, here is liquidity, here is liquidity, this one here is liquidity, this one here is liquidity, this one here is liquidity. Every place is in the market exists liquidity. All the pullbacks, all the inducements, all the whatever that you are seeing on the chart contain liquidity. This one here is liquidity. So thank you for staying with me to this time. That means you are falling in love with our channel. Please make sure you click the like button and subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. It's very important. It's very important. I'm creating this content for free. I paid a huge amount of money for the things I'm sharing for free on this channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel to support me and to also support a lot of upcoming traders who want to learn how to trade, but they don't have mentors or have money to trade like I do. So please help me to subscribe to this channel. Thank you, and see you in the next episode of my trading, the Trader's Journal. Thank you.